everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, so that means we have a very special guest with us today.
Hi.
Welcome back, Randy.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
We've got some exciting plans for the day.
Yeah.
So we're going to be heading up to Mount Pleasant again.
Again.
This is like my second time doing this in a week or two.
Well,
But you know what? It's my first time doing it with you, and I'm
Thank you.
sure you have much to tell us.
it is a
That I will-
fascinating. Yeah.
Remember forever.
It is a it is a fascinating street.
Yes. And of course, we are also on a very significant street right now. Welcome to Yonge Street.
Yeah.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Nud. Welcome, welcome.
Hi guys. But yeah. So we're walking on the stretch of Yonge Street north of Wellesley, which really is, well, architecturally I'd say it's the last of the old Yonge Street. That
Yeah.
I mean it hasn't.
Well, especially this block.
Yeah.
And the next block that's condemned to be gone soon, but not quite yet.
Yes, I mean.
Hello, Juanita.
Yeah, something of classic Yonge Street will remain for as long as ABC Books remains in place.
Fair. And this building doesn't yet have a condo being built behind it, but it shan't be long.
Not yet. It's part of the cycle of life in Toronto.
Yes. Hello, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
great.
a-
And yeah, it is great weather. I actually considered wearing shorts, and I'm kind of upset with myself now that I did not.
Right, it was one of the, it's a golden day.
Yeah.
Certainly a little off season, but at the same time, with everything we've had recently, I'll take it.
Oh, God, yeah.
I had one job, and that was bringing warm weather back with me from Florida. And I would say I succeeded. Hello, Sandy. Lovely to see you today. Snow is gone, spring is coming. Yeah, this one is going to be more
Yeah.
spaces without snow than with snow.
Yeah, the only snow that I saw last night were the piles of dark, dirty snow
Yes.
that resist, but they tend to,
They evaporate pretty quickly at this point.
well, I mean, like such high albedo, right? They're black, so they absorb heat.
With such a cold winter, and now it seems so much warmer so fast. That is yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it exactly. And I think we're all okay with that right now.
Oh yeah, well, and just wanted to point across the street, there's ABC Books, so it's still here.
That is true.
One of the most notable holdouts for me, a book lover, of classical Yonge Street. So as long as that's still a pretty cool used bookstore, old Yonge Street is around.
It is a great bookstore, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What was the last book you bought there? And was it mine?
It was not yours.
Oh.
It was actually a Toronto walking guide.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why you got that one.
Well, one does try to do research. But yeah.
Sandy has a feeling it's going to be a very hot summer, and I'm inclined to agree. It probably will be.
I agree.
Very brutally cold winter, but super hot summer, which I think we are all ready for.
Oh yeah.
He's like the best guide to Toronto. I think Randy is the best guide to Toronto.
I do try.
Yes.
I do try.
Yes. And we appreciate it.
Yes.
Remember, I own 51% of this company.
What's that quote from?
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Okay.
Drag Race co-opted it, and so now it's just a Drag Race quote.
Ah, yes. Oh, and just across the street, there is the modernist building that is still technically a preserve of the Church of Scientology.
Yes.
They get to claim a prestigious downtown address, and we walkers by get to see a perfectly good modernist building get neglected because a cult has issues.
That's true.
Which is
Not that any cults have issues. Not that cults are real, of course.
No.
They're never cults. They're just clubs. Very exclusive, mean clubs.
Oh.
Today felt like the warmest day by far. I agree.
Oh yeah,
Very much warmest day so far. yes.
I'm wearing a hoodie right now, and I'm actually sweating a bit, which
Randy is the walking encyclopedia.
uh,
He's not far. He's not far.
yes.
It's really more of a stroll, though.
One
Stroll
does-
with confidence.
Yeah, fast walking.
Yes. So I realized as soon as I left, I'm just like, I forgot my battery pack. So,
Oh, I've got my battery with me.
oh sweet. I might take that at some point. Because I have my cord, just not my pack.
Okay, well,
That's the problem.
batteries are meant to be shared.
Oh, we agree.
But yeah,
I gotta do work. But you think today will be a good day, I hope? Levy announces the come. Ah. Well, I hope that you work I hope work is good for you. May it be easy and fun. And if it's neither of those things, may it be rewarding. And if it's not that either, may it give you an abundance. And if it's not that either, may God be with you.
try to find flow and routine. That could be fun.
Yeah, that can every now and then you can find a flow state in something.
Yeah.
Or just die a little inside.
Well, the trick when you want to cry is to cry on the inside. Then no one sees.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We are, of course, coming up to one young
Oh yeah.
because, well, not one young, sorry, one bluer, isn't it?
One Bloor, yes. One Bloor West, and this is One Bloor East,
Yep.
and
And they are. What is happening with the building on One Bloor West? Because my God, like so much is happening, but it doesn't seem like it's ever going to actually get built.
Yes, I'm thinking that we're kind of like coming to towards the end in the middle of what looks increasingly likely to be a multidimensional oil shock-driven economic implosion.
Right.
To find out that we just can't afford to keep building things.
Yeah. Very that. Very that.
Yeah.
Hello, Mo. Good to see you today. A good gathering of folks today.
It is. How about we try to cross the street diagonally?
Yeah, we should have time.
Oh yeah. To quote Katya, the sense of constant danger keeps me thin. Or at least less fat, but
Yeah, I definitely didn't need to like have my sweater and my jacket today.
oh yeah.
But
Well,
I'm glad I went with it because it's a great fashion statement.
I have my bag in case you need to put anything in.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Other warm day, I was outside play. Yeah, but it didn't take any time at all to warm up.
no.
It's quite nice today.
Yeah.
Actually, when I left, I think it was plus 18.
Oh,
Just
plus
mildly
what?
plus 18.
I can believe that actually.
Just
I am.
mildly ridiculous.
Yeah. So here we are on the northwest corner of Yonge and Bloor,
Yes.
outside Cumberland Terrace, which is a fantastic liminal space, a closed mall.
Yes.
And I just wanted to call people to the first stop on the walk today, the sculpture Full Moon by Wendell Castle. It is a working clock. So you can see the time, big hand, small hand.
Yeah.
It is 2 o'clock.
It is 2 o'clock. I
Yeah.
never noticed that was a clock before, but I've passed by this many, many times.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can get
I was
used.
gonna do it. Well, I mean, it's a working clock on one side. Maybe this is why I've never really noticed before.
Yeah, that's not.
That's not correct.
The North Face has issues,
Yeah.
but
All right. And of course, the Toronto Public Library, reference library, possibly
Lovely.
the best library in Toronto, in my opinion.
definitely right up there. Well, it's my favorite large library. I think my favorite small format one is the Lillian H. Smith because
Fair.
that's just beautiful inside.
Randy and Matti are good. They are the most knowledged.
Oh.
I acknowledge that knowledged comment.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We do. But yeah, beautiful Raymond Moriyama interior. It has a lovely, the TD gallery is a lovely changing exhibit. Right
Yes.
now they've got one taking a look at the history of handwriting, making me feel ashamed at how badly my once immaculate handwriting decayed over, well, university note-taking.
Fair.
Also has bookends, one of 2 used bookstores in the Toronto library system. The other one is at North York. You buy for like a nominal fee, all the profits go, it's a volunteer-run store, all the profits go to the library. They've got lots of great stuff there.
All birds singing, grandmother, sun is very warm. It feels lovely. It does feel great. It is a beautiful day today.
It is.
We cannot understate how nice it is to walk
Yeah.
around right now.
So we are
Suddenly the weather improves and now everyone wants to go for a walk with me. It's crazy how that happens.
It is.
You mean you don't want to go walking in -30 weather?
I would.
It builds character.
I
Not a
mean,
good character.
In fairness, I would, but I think I may have deep-seated issues. So.
That's fair, that's fair.
Sorry.
I mean, you did several times.
Repeatedly, yes.
Yes.
And I only. Begged
I've
off.
always thought that building was super interesting. The one that's kind of on the corner there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it.
I wonder what'll happen when it fully actually finishes.
Yeah, but like it is definitely making interesting use of that space, where Church Street stops being a north-south street and becomes a diagonal one before becoming Davenport Road.
Yes. Literally exactly here.
Yeah.
In Davenport, which cuts across the city in a
Yeah.
very peculiar way that we've done.
No, we have not done it.
We have not done it.
We have not. You might have.
What?
We have not. We need to get
Oh,
this
well,
done.
I think that's next week then.
Okay.
I mean, that just makes sense.
I agree entirely.
I'm to the point where I'm surprised we haven't done that, because this was like one of the original roads of Toronto.
Well,
York, technically. Well, Yorkville.
Well, this part dates back to the last ice age. It was a walking path at the foot of the cliffs of glacial Lake Iroquois. Goes back tens of thousands of years. Easily the oldest human path, and yeah.
And then, of course, a Canadian Tire, because, you know, what's one good artifact without another?
Although it is worth noting that I believe that southern portion where Party City is located, that used to be a movie theater.
What?
Yeah. Well, you can see the architecture, right? Radically revised, but like a 1920s movie theater.
Huh.
And now we're passing by the Masonic Temple, which is a lovely performance space.
Yes.
But yeah, so this walk will take us pretty much past early 20th century Toronto, because this is one of the places.
Well, wouldn't this be early, like Yorkville more so?
Well, yeah, like Yorkville in the 1890s, and then just kept expanding north.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Because once it would have been annexed by Toronto, it would have just been Toronto, and then infinite expansion.
Yes. Indefinite expansion. But yeah, so this is a newer neighborhood than a lot of the other ones we've walked in before.
Yes.
Like nothing dates back to the 1790s here.
Not quite. But some of the architecture carries over, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not this building, but that, like, even just that building is interesting, how it has the jut outs on top.
Oh yeah, that senior's home, it's cool.
Yeah. There's at least plenty of things to see, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
Crown and Dragon Restaurant, which is a place I went with my friend Eddie.
Oh, how is it?
It was fine.
Okay.
Was it amazing? No. Was it fine? Yeah, it was fine.
It was pub food, not, I don't know, gourmet resto pub?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's very much like classic pub. I've always thought you were in Australia. Well, I think Eddie's closer than Australia.
Yeah. But yeah, Coffee Lunar.
I was just seeing that as well. I've only had 5 glasses of coffee today, so. I also woke up at 5 today. Couldn't get back to sleep, so just
Yeah.
I'm pretty much just running on adrenaline at this point.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I've only had 2 cups of coffee today.
Fair. Big cups or little cups?
Enough cups.
Fair. Enough cups.
Enough cups.
Or if it's North Star, hey buddy.
Hello.
Welcome Dream Sky, North Star. Good to have you.
Yeah.
We've got tiny puppies.
Oh. Lovely. But yeah.
So we are coming up to Rosedale Station.
We are.
And then on the right, sorry, on the left, it is, shoot, don't tell me. The park is, gosh darn, we used to come here all the time.
Oh.
Not me and you.
Yeah. Shall I?
Yeah, do it.
Ramsden Park.
Ramsden Park.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Said it first.
Yeah. So Ramsden Park is notable as actually, well, you'll see when you get to it. It's a large depression. It's a large depression in the ground because it was originally a brick quarrying yard.
Huh.
So a lot of the yellow brick that you see in like St. Michael's Cathedral, the older places in Yorkville, they came from here.
I thought they came from Brickworks. Or was
Well-
Brickworks,
Well, I think they had like a different quality, but like the yellow bricks, they came from here,
okay.
among other places. In 1903, the city of Toronto, recognizing it was expanding north, bought this place and made it into a park. It's one of the bigger parks of downtown Toronto, actually.
Yes, it is actually a very nice park.
It is a lovely park.
I used to take my dog here all the time.
Oh yeah.
Back when I had a dog.
Oh.
Now I just have a whole group of puppies. Chris told me about the channel, very good vibe. Oh, that's probably lies, but that's okay. We like Chris. But welcome, Dream Sky.
Yeah.
Who else popped in here for a second? David, hello. Welcome, David. Good to have you here today.
Yeah. And across the street, you see Bud Sugarman Park, named after community activist, a lovely patch of land.
Yes.
And then,
although to be fair, like giving Bud such a small little park is just kind of like, meh.
it's
Okay.
something.
It is something. It is something.
But something, but not everything.
Not every, certainly not everything.
But yeah, so I believe it's Ramsden Park. You can see it's like pretty vast,
Yes.
13 acres approximately. So it is a lovely park.
It is a lovely park. By the way, I've almost finished work on my fundraiser.
Excellent.
So at some point in the next couple of days, I might ask you to check out my website so you can actually give me notes.
I like it, and I will.
It's can'tstandstittingproductions.com. I also haven't updated it on, well, it should update automatically on the mobile, but I haven't checked through it yet. But
Yes.
yeah, we put it all together, and so it should
Excellent.
technically be up there now. And I value your opinion. I mean, I guess this applies to everyone. If you're there and you happen to see it, any notes you might have, I am willing to accept.
Yeah.
How is the green? I would say it's pretty, like, considering the snow just melted.
Mhm.
You can barely see, there's a little bit left.
Yellow trending.
Yellow
But-
trending.
But yeah, like I think you can take a look at this and see, like, yeah, they dug stuff out here.
Yeah,
They dug a lot of stuff out here.
yeah. And it's, well, now it's just a lovely little park.
It is.
Although we are coming up to one of my favorite places.
Okay.
That's the Summerhill LCBO.
Oh yes.
Not
well,
just because it's an LCBO, but because it's a train station LCBO.
Yes. So like we're coming up, so we're walking through areas.
Wait, is Doug Ford actually expanding Billy Bishop?
That's what I've heard.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm going to be mildly snarky and say it's 2026. What makes sense? But
I mean, that's also fair.
yeah. But I love this little courtyard, 1052.
Ooh, that is great.
It looks like very,
I'm just gonna take a little peek inside that.
I don't know, Spanish colonial.
Very Spanish colonial.
Yeah. You know, like if we accidentally blundered into some kind of parallel universe.
And also, we can't forget that there's a place across the street called Dogfather. I mean, that's just great.
Oh God, yeah.
We appreciate that.
But yeah. Oh.
It's getting green out there. Summer is coming. And we're excited for it. At least I am.
I
very
am.
excited for summer.
I'm looking forward to summer. But
A roof, more wood.
well, yeah, we are walking through areas of Toronto that were annexed to the city, mainly in the first decade of the 20th century, also before the First World War, like rapidly developing areas that were being annexed to a growing city, often because municipal residents wanted services.
I should probably just follow these guys.
Yeah.
Cars can't hit all of us.
Oh no, they got rid of the Pizza Hut turned Starbucks.
That is a curious conversion.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Was that here?
that was right here.
Ah, okay.
That was underneath the crane.
This taste of spring is more tense, more cold to come in. No, it's not. Denial is great. We're gonna live like this forever. It's not gonna get hotter or colder than this. No rain ever again. It'll be fine. We'll do great. It's exactly what we want, right?
Oh dear.
How are you guys feeling cardio-wise? Are you tired or just getting started on this 5-mile walk? I'm not tired. I mean, I'm tired. That's
Yeah.
because I only slept a little bit last night.
You know, I'm good. So I just wanted to point people to west across Yonge Street, out Roxborough, where you see like these beautiful brick buildings, lovely patterned brick, kept intact. Now the banners on the street lights proclaim this is Rosedale, which I guess
I think it would be technically Rosedale Main Street,
Rosedale Main Street.
which I don't know if that
Like,
counts as anything.
is that actually a thing? Is it like one of those, you know, like when you go to social media and you look up a hashtag, is that just like one person using that hashtag?
Maybe.
But yeah, like Rosedale is,
Be here tomorrow? We'll see you tomorrow, Eddie.
yeah.
You have a good day at work.
You
And-
too? I mean, like, well, yeah, I'd say Rosedale is more to the east. I don't think it really has any commercial.
Oh, look. Meth.
Oh. MTH. Oh.
That was weird, right?
What?
How the cherry picker is just like right there going down without any like guards or protections.
It's 2026.
And just like, yeah, I mean, I guess that argument works for everything, doesn't it?
I mean, like, it's not my fault that it works. Although maybe it is, you know, I don't.
I mean, we are all technically complicit in the system.
Yeah. Yeah, so One Marlborough, former Staples, which is going to become, I believe,
Condos?
condo showroom and then condos, I think.
I mean, that makes sense. Because why wouldn't they have more condos here?
Right.
It's sorely lacking in this city.
Have to agree. Yeah.
I do like to point out the little gargoyles they have up there.
Oh, yeah.
Very few places actually have them. And every now and then, ever since I was looking at them, you start to see a couple more of them pop up every now and then.
Oh, yeah. No, like, I do hope that these get saved somehow.
Right?
I mean, well, they'd be perfect to be taken to the Guild Inn in Scarborough.
Yes. All right, let's see if we can hop around.
Yeah. Yeah. But now we're,
We need a lot more purpose-built rental housing and co-ops. I agree.
oh, yeah.
Here's the thing: more housing of any kind is technically good. More condos, I think condos are never terrible, but they're not what's most needed.
Yeah.
Especially not these crappy ones that are like the size of a shoebox that no one wants to live in.
That are more investment properties and places to actually live in.
Yeah, which is a different kind of problem and probably more a significant kind of problem. Let's be fair.
But yeah, so here we are, coming up to a really cool railway station that never quite took off, almost a Mount Dennis of its time.
Huh.
So it's this is the North Toronto Rail Station, built in 1916. Now the tower that you see, it was actually modeled on the Campanile in Venice. So it was beautiful, and it still connects to an active railroad, the Midtown, I believe the CN line, goes right through Midtown. It was intended to be kind of like the Mount Dennis of the 1910s. It was meant to connect Toronto to smaller outlying communities, be a secondary transit hub. That never quite worked. It's
Are they tearing up the fountain that was here?
Oh
That was a
no.
cool fountain.
It was. We need fountains. Well, let's peek. Okay, the fountain is still there.
Okay. Maybe just gussing it
Yeah.
up.
But yeah, like Midtown Toronto has had a lot of bad luck with railroads, Beltline, whatnot. This was never widely used, and it's since been made into a very lovely LCBO store.
It is a lovely LCBO.
Yes, now vibrations because of the train, so to keep glass from getting shaken, they impregnated the floor with a material made partly from tires to buffer the shock. It would be lovely if this could be used for Midtown line. People have talked about it on occasion. I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's just no transit infrastructure for Midtown line.
Now, funny enough, now that Eglinton's gone in and actually has funneled through, there's a lot more in this area, and you can actually argue that you could have some more, but the TTC's below us.
Yeah.
This isn't overly necessary now.
Yeah.
But it makes a great LCBO.
Yeah. And the thing is, the CN doesn't want, that's a freight line that we just passed.
Hello, basketball maven. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you today.
It's a freight line. They don't like sharing the lines. We've all done rail between Toronto and Montreal, and we've all been delayed, so.
Which is great. We love, well, here's the thing. I still take Via Rail over most other forms of transport, especially in the city.
Yeah.
But come on. How many delays do you have to have in a train?
Yeah.
But still infinitely better than the bus.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do like taking the bus, but there is something to be said for rail. And definitely something for business class. I like that.
I mean, business class is nice, but it is pricier.
Oh, yeah.
But if you order it in advance, it's not terrible.
No. Yeah, so we're just passing by Summerhill Station, which is currently being renovated. And we actually are in the neighborhood of Summerhill, which is named after an estate of an early Toronto transportation magnate.
Huh.
Charles
Mr.
Thompson.
Summerhill?
Well, Charles Thompson. He built
Close enough.
he built a dedicated stagecoach line that was intended to connect people from the port to Lake Simcoe. So, but Yonge Street was so swampy that he had to build a dedicated road. I think almost redesign a street to support regular traffic. Very bumpy. You can imagine muddy. But anyway, it was hugely successful. He was the solution to Southern Ontario transportation problem that it needed. He became very rich, and he built an estate called Summerhill. 2 words.
And then all just got smashed together as one because we're lazy and that's what we do.
It is a
Muddy York, as it was called.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, you will see we are all facing my nemesis, a slight incline.
But, yeah, so actually, if we're on Summerhill Avenue, I'm going to suggest that we make a little diversion.
Sure. And if you have a place you want to do a diversion to, welcome to the tip. My name is Matti. I am a tour guide in Toronto. This is Randy. He's also a tour guide in Toronto. Soon.
Yep.
Soon. If you would like, I do custom walking tours of the city. So if you or someone you know is coming to the city, why not book yourself a free, a 1 hour walking tour or a 3 hour walking tour with me. I like to show people different areas of Toronto. So if you're someone you know is in the area, please recommend my services. You can find my link below in the VIATOR or TRIPADVISOR. And in addition to that, if you are enjoying yourself, please consider liking and subscribing. Liking encourages YouTube to recommend to other people. Subscribing means that you can come back tomorrow when I do this again. I'm back twice tomorrow with 2 separate people. So hopefully we can see you for that. And in the meantime, we're going to continue walking.
Yeah.
By the way, Randy is, of course, The Scene Toronto. Oh,
I am The Scene Toronto.
The Scene Toronto.
So yeah, I'm on Instagram and YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. And I just want to point people to this interesting place because you might recognize this structure as a bridge. You might also recognize that
Yeah, it seems
is level
it's-
ground.
Yeah.
So we're standing over the young subway line, built in the 1950s. This is one of the subterranean portions. So they just built the bridge over it, filled it in and covered, and now we've got a bridge on level ground that is now level.
That's what? Like, I've walked by here before, and now that you pointed out, I'm just like, yeah. Why?
Well, I mean,
But I mean, it makes sense when you put it that way.
I
I'm
mean,
just like, okay.
I mean, it often happens. Like, I don't know.
Are we going down to Mount Pleasant and then walking up from that way?
Actually, we're going to be going through the park.
Okay.
But yeah, well, like it often happens. You might recall Harbor and Grace. There is a stretch just west on Harbor, just west of Grace. There is a stretch of street that has bridge. It overlooks. Well, now it's a park, but before that used to be Garrison Creek,
Okay.
and that used to be. But that they built the bridge, then they filled in everything, made it all level, and now you've got another level bridge there. Toronto actually has a lot of ravines, and we'll be seeing a lot of them on this time. On this one, mainly because by the early 20th century, when this area of Toronto got developed, the response of Torontonians when they saw ravines was not to fill it in, but rather to try to protect them. Yeah, like here we're going down a very cool, I'd say definitely upper class, early 20th century homes.
For sure. Hello, Harjot. Good to see you.
Yeah. And actually, if my information, yeah. So the last bit of the old Summerhill house was actually at 38. I think it's a laneway property, so we probably can't go inside. It's,
Yes.
just
So back there would be the last little bit of the house.
private residence. But yeah, the estates was taken apart, and now we've got a very high-end, high-density complex of residential homes, very lovely, treed, quiet. It's a pretty nice place to walk,
It's a very nice place to walk.
and you can tell it's
You know what
People-
I like most about it?
what
Level ground.
level ground is good.
Actually, to be fair, we are.
Climb like not. We're not climbing up the steps to Spadina House. Do that.
No.
Early 20th century Toronto residential neighborhood, detached homes.
Which is always exciting when that happens in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, I'd think that the people here would have great Wi-Fi, great,
You would think
great,
so.
great reception, but
That's something that really pisses me off about a lot of these neighborhoods.
oh,
So I'm just like, well, there it goes.
okay. But yeah, so
Like the fact that out of nowhere, that places like this or the alleys like this that are suddenly just, nope, no more connection. Just like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
it is annoying. But yeah. So Rosedale was annexed to the city in 1905. Deer Park, where we'll be going to next, was annexed in 1908. It's a part of the Toronto breaking out.
So we're going up
from
through the
its-
park? Or?
We're going up through the park.
Right.
And we're at David Balfour Park.
It's
I
a pretty
always-
little park, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful park. And I really do quite, well, like one reason I like it is because they have a very well-stocked Little Free bookstore.
Yes.
Little Free book saying what have you. But yeah, so David Balfour Park. This park is known as the Little Park, the section dedicated to the children of Summerhill. It was after the 1986 murder of Alison Parrish,
Oh, no.
a resident of the area. So in tribute to her, they gave this portion of the park a name. And yeah, I think it's very calm and peaceful. Beautiful homes
Oh,
along
beautiful homes.
along there. Laneway walking, it's lovely. And we're here on a Tuesday afternoon. You can tell it's a trafficked space. Dog decided against getting that lovely stick for whatever reason.
What would you say is the peak event of Toronto during the warmer months? peak event, like warmest months?
I mean, like in summer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And so,
I mean, warmest months have become August and September, funny enough.
yeah. And this is, we're coming to the reason for the park. David Balfour Park, built around the Rosehill Reservoir.
Okay.
And like beginning in the 1870s, Toronto was building municipal infrastructure in water, among other things, because, among other things, dying from cholera was not good and
great.
discouraged investment. So this reservoir was built. And it has survived as a public space in Toronto for quite some time. So
Going left or right?
we're going up the stairs.
Right.
I am going to stay away from any bike forbearance.
Oh, yes, yes.
I know how that ends. Yeah, so Toronto Municipal Water, and this is a giant valve. It's part of the infrastructure of the city, presented for people to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so here we are. I mean, the steps really kind of an incline. I mean, it's more like, aren't they like, isn't it more like just continuous flat spaces?
I mean, sometimes.
Okay.
Stairs are fun.
They are.
Sometimes.
They are. Well, everything in context. Although I have to say I will be very happy.
Also, hello, musical chores.
Hello.
Hello, Neville. Good to have you today.
Yeah,
Someone's flying their plane.
lovely. And here we are. If you look south, you can see we have a pretty good view here.
I mean, it's pretty lovely, isn't it?
It is. So the reservoir used to actually be open until the 1940s when the city decided to cover it in to prevent contamination from animals, humans, what have you.
Makes sense.
But to make it a public space, they
Through the park
roofed
on
it
top?
through a park on top. They roofed it. There's 60 centimeters of clay. So this is 60 centimeters of clay down to the barrier that protects the reservoir. And yeah, so we are in a very high traffic area. You can see lots of residential towers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to suggest we go along the east.
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
I have, so still a bit muddy. We are in muddy York, but it is a really nice park.
It's very open, which is nice.
It's
I love this plane that keeps driving by. Just like this.
oh yeah, like, and this is one of the big open spaces in Toronto. I'm sure that in Midtown Toronto, I'd say Midtown starts north of Rosedale Station, wouldn't you?
I'd say so.
Yeah. So we'll be investigating mainly the southern portions of Midtown.
Good spot for a skating rink.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of surprising that they don't have one up here, isn't it?
Well, I think like the weight of the ice on top of the reservoir, they probably wouldn't want to make, they might want to make it an open air, but they'd probably want to plan it as opposed to
Yeah,
have
that would make sense.
a structural collapse.
At the very least, a water park.
Oh yeah,
Because they don't have to go far for the water.
this is true. Yeah, like we're clearly uphill.
We also have a peregrine falcon up there. If you
Oh,
can take a look.
beautiful. I like my flying dinosaurs.
It's- So we're going down here, or do you want to go around that way?
A bit further around.
Let's go around.
Because, yeah. So this is not going to be a ravine walking tour. That would be different. Well, one, we'd probably want to wait for greener weather because, like in winter they're stunning, in summer they're lush. In this early part of spring, it's kind of like lots of different grays.
Yeah. It's not the most picturesque time.
No.
Early spring is Well, let's face it, early spring is kind of ugly. But like the snow's gone
Yeah.
for the week.
It's full
It'll
of,
be back.
It is full of promise.
It is full of promise. The air doesn't entirely smell like spring.
No.
I mean, sometimes it does.
But yeah, so there's a playground, and you can see the Vale
Rose Hill Garden.
Rose Hill Garden on top of the Rose Hill Reservoir.
Yeah. This will look more impressive when it is actually full garden mode.
Oh, it's beautiful. And yeah, so to the east, you can actually see the ravine. I believe that is the Yellow Creek, a tributary of the Don.
Okay.
So it is, so the park actually extends down there. We're not going down there, but we are in ravine country.
Which makes sense. We're kind
yeah.
of at the...
Oh, completely.
It is kind of surprising to this day how many people I know who have lived here for like years and years and years, decades even. And like they've never really explored so much of Toronto.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy enough. I used to live at around Dufferin DuPont, and I hardly went west of Dufferin at all, even though it was just nearby, no further, not a greater walking distance than Ossington. I just let it happen until I decided, wait, maybe I should fix it. Yeah, so we're passing by the lovely washrooms, very well designed.
Necessary sometimes.
Oh yeah, we're in a park. But yeah, just want to turn west here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure that this is a very popular dog park area.
Pterodactyl in the sky, flying dinosaur.
Oh,
Something like that.
I mean,
At least one.
oh yeah. Oh, and you see the beautiful skyline.
Yep.
One blur west visible with the, I believe you said the city bird, the crane.
Yes.
So I'm going to suggest we go down to the street here
Yeah, let's do.
and then turn west. You see another water valve.
Yep.
Oh yes, and here's a lovely panel explaining why we needed reservoirs. So the marshes were drained, the creeks were buried, they were used for waste disposal and for drinking water. And this did not have good epidemiological results. Typhoid, cholera, diphtheria. So yeah, this is a case of like public infrastructure that looks nice and was really needed, because I did not want to die of cholera when I was 24.
I mean, it does help. Do
Does
you want
help.
to keep going up here, or do you want to keep going?
Well, I want to keep going. I just want to show
Art.
one lovely
Hello,
thing.
Christopher. Hello, Debs. Good to see you today.
Hello.
Afternoon, you can cook nuts in this warm weather. I mean, I'm wearing pants, so yes.
I should have worn shorts.
Yes.
Okay.
We both made the mistake.
Understandable, it is.
I mean, it's still technically March. It shouldn't be this
Right.
lovely in March.
Yeah.
Yay, climate change.
Oh dear. But yeah, so just want to call your attention to this.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting.
Yep. Do you know what it is?
No, what is it?
It is a sculpture of a water molecule.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense.
You know, it was, I did do research. There is apparently no single artist credited with it. It was actually created in commemoration of the centennial year 1967 by the engineering team that was involved in maintaining the reservoir. They wanted to do something cool. And so, yeah, you see the structure of the water molecule, the different electrons, the different, and yeah, no, it is a pretty, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's not even,
I mean, it's different because you normally think of water molecules as being the one hydrogen, two oxygen.
yeah, 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. I think this one does constant,
I guess it's doing like the valences, or
the
not
valence is like the
but
electrons
yeah.
as well. Like, and I do really like it, although I would have to say that my favorite water molecule sculpture is one in Niagara Falls.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
Probably.
Okay, it's like just opposite to City Hall. Like, so you go east from the bus station, train station,
Okay.
go south to the City Hall. There's a park, and the water molecule sculpture is in the park.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was a detour away from the hustle and bustle of Yonge Street.
Fair. Which we will return to.
We are returning to. And passing through apartment territory. And we are actually currently in the neighborhood of Deer Park. It takes its name from the Heath family. They had an estate with pet tame deer. Hence the name. So this used to be a much more country neighborhood. It used to actually be country. And over the 20th century, it transitioned from having a lot of detached housing to, especially if you get close to Yonge and St. Clair, having a lot of high-rise housing, so apartment living.
Yes, a lot of apartments.
Yeah. And this patch of high density definitely continues, I'd say, at least as far north as Eglinton. Wouldn't you?
I would say so.
I mean, like...
Maybe even Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and it's an obvious location, like great location on the subway line that was built in the 1950s. And yeah. You see the tree protection zones because
just in case someone tries to steal the trees, right, Stephen?
Well, hello. Hi, everyone. Yes, for peak events, I'm not sure. But the thing is, my definition of warm is so elastic that it kind of encompasses most of the year, so I can't really pick. I mean, I will say one thing I'm looking forward to this year, it's apparently been revived, is Nuit Rose, the queer art event that ties into Pride inspired by Nuit Blanche. Okay. Apparently they're bringing that back. I always liked it before COVID.
Huh. I should reach out to see if they're looking for artists still.
Why not? I'm sure.
Although they probably aren't, because no one ever is.
But yeah.
Shall we hop up through here?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hey, we're walking slow. The cardinal sin of Toronto.
Homophobes, I tell you.
Yes. 100%.
And I'm...
Oh.
God damn it. Yeah. That is a lovely tree.
Any boops coming up? It depends. We have to find the sculpture that has to be a sculpture with a nose.
Something
that
reachable.
You can reach.
It can't be abstract.
Can't be abstract.
Like, I mean, I suppose you could boop a water molecule, but that would be...
That would be an unusual... That's a stretch. It's a stretch.
It's a stretch. But yeah.
I'm 70% water molecule.
What's that line from TNG? We're all ugly bags of mostly water.
Yeah. All right, we are at St. Clair.
We're at St. Clair, and actually, if you take a look above St. Clair, you see the deer mural, which is here to commemorate Deer Park.
Deer Park. Oh dear.
Yeah. And of course, more construction.
I mean, it is a gorgeous environment for sure.
Oh yeah.
Good evening, E1 Cypher. Good to see you today. Thank you for stopping by.
Hello.
Here, let's cross here before people come by.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so that's a fun independent gift shop, Paperboy Cards and Gifts.
In TNG, did Data have any water?
He probably did have a bit, but
I imagine he probably just used it for cooling.
Oh yeah, cooling, chemical component, but yeah, he was very heavy, I think. He was always established as very heavy, very strong, very gentle, very wise. We love him. That used to be the very popular neighborhood Home Hardware until, well, condos.
Ugh. Silly condos.
Yes. Are they an invasive species? Maybe. But
Another Chipotle.
another Chipotle.
Apparently they're hiring. Nice to know someone is.
Yes. Yeah. And so back there is another Book City, an independent bookstore. And here is another fun independent.
Wait, where's Book City?
Right there behind.
Oh yeah, just behind the.
Yeah. And St. Clair Greetings, another neighborhood gift shop. These discount stores seem to keep shifting from one location to the other. Are any of them open? I don't know. I've always loved this building that houses the CIBC on the southwest corner.
They got some stuff going on there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, this is in a way, well, before Young and Eglinton could run, Young and St. Clair had to sketch.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see there the westbound 512 St. Clair streetcar on a dedicated right-of-way.
Yes, which is probably the smartest thing the St. Clair
Oh yeah.
streetcar did. For sure.
Yeah. And so did you want to go east or?
Oh, let's go up and see if we
Okay.
can
I
go
love
up and
it.
then go around.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It's also just like you can kind of see the city come back alive again, which is nice.
Oh, it's lovely.
This area is certainly more pedestrian, especially this time of day.
Oh, definitely. Yes, it's a nice high density area. Now, I really love that condo.
It is kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Oh my God. All right.
It's almost like pine cone-esque. What do you think, Randy?
Okay.
I was just saying there's something about it that's very pine cone-esque.
Very.
Pine cone?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe pineapple, but mostly pine cone.
I would agree. Pine is related to it.
Yes, some kind of pine.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that why pineapples are called pineapples? Because they look like pine cones?
I think probably.
Which would make
In
sense,
English,
because
yeah.
every other language calls it an ananas.
Ananas, yes. Coming up to the left on Delisle Court, it's a commercial complex.
Okay.
Nothing very architecturally noteworthy.
But it does have a Swiss chalet,
It does have a Swiss chalet.
which my grandmother loved.
Swiss chalet is great.
We are going to go visit her.
Oh, and a lovely Leyland Adams mural.
Yes.
The city is seen from the Toronto Islands.
I mean, it's a little outdated now, but it's really
Oh.
cool. I actually like how they did the waves inside of it, so it adds a nice little love or texture to it.
Oh yeah. And
There used to be 2 movie theaters on the block, the Hollywood and the other one other I forgot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah, well, and the important thing, like this part of Toronto that we're touring, it has a lot of movie theaters because these neighborhoods were literally developed as the movie theater developed as a
social.
As it became possible,
Yeah.
like you build a nice suburb, you build a movie theater to anchor it.
The escape room back of the day.
Pretty much.
It's interesting to think how like cinemas used to be like that. They were a big boom for a while.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then they settled into just a natural form of entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's like every generation seems to have that, where there's like the discos, bowling alleys.
Yeah.
Now I'd say escape rooms and board game cafes have kind of settled into that niche for the millennials.
Yeah. So you remember how we talked about the Heath family?
Yeah.
That is Heath Street East,
Okay.
and that is Heath Street West.
Yeah, so Heath Street East
And
Heath Street West.
Yeah. And so there's churches facing here. Christchurch Deer Park is an Anglican church.
Yes, and then York Minster Park.
It's Baptist. And yeah, it's a very old neighborhood, and you see the mid-20th century apartment towers. Lovely brick.
Yes,
not
roller
as tall
rinks,
as
very
the
much
other
roller rinks.
roller rinks.
Oh, just the forms of entertainment that kind of boomed and busted, but kind of left.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, amusement parks.
How dare you? How very dare you?
I mean, I'm not saying.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, they have kind of. There are fewer of them now.
Yeah. Oh, and Little Free Library. Let's take a look. Only 2 books, and I need nothing.
Fair.
But I had to check. Book lover.
Maybe Randy could do his tours David Attenborough style. I have no doubt that he will.
Yep. I'm currently bogged down in selecting background images. 80,000 photos, a lot to pick from.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely area.
It is a beautiful area for sure.
Yeah. Very serene.
And we are just about to head into Mount Pleasant, but before we do, let's just do a quick recap. For those who don't know, this is TOURonno. This is Randy, the scene TOURonno.
Hi.
And we are showing you off some areas of Toronto. We're specifically going over to Mount Pleasant, so if you've never been here before, welcome. I specialize in, well, we specialize technically, in customized walking tours for your interests. So if you or somebody you know is coming to Toronto, why not gift them with a customized walking tour through the VIATOR and TRIPADVISOR links in the description below. We'd love to have you here sometime, and we hope that you come back. In addition to that, if you're enjoying yourself, please like the stream. I'll encourage you to recommend other people. In addition to that, if you have the ability, we do this every day, and we'd love to have you back. So why not subscribe as well? Anything you want to say, Randy?
What he said.
What he said. All
What
right.
he said. Yeah, so we're up to 1639 Young here, the York School, a private school.
So there's a private school right beside the cemetery.
Yeah.
That must go well. So when they misbehave, they don't have to go far.
I wonder what stories the kids tell each other about.
Right?
But yeah, no, we're dipping through.
Yep.
I like it because I've always liked cemeteries. They're neat park spaces.
It's good places. It's good to know where other people bury the bodies. That's what I think.
Yes, not that I'd have any. Oh God, we're on live stream, aren't we? Never
Yeah, you're
mind.
fine, you're fine.
We're fine. But yeah,
Right.
So Mount Pleasant Cemetery. It's an early 20th century construction, and we actually have a map right here.
Yes.
So, so we are right here,
Yep.
and it goes east as far away as Bayview Avenue. Now the cemetery is bisected by Mount Pleasant Road, which is not a coincidence because both the cemetery and the road are the product of early 20th century urbanization and development.
Yes.
Actually, Mount Pleasant, they did have to, well, that's actually a legal fight. When the city wanted to expropriate land, they ended up having to compensate the cemetery extensively. And yeah, so this is a non-denominational cemetery, multiple faiths. You see the Jewish tombstone over here, Chinese. It's a very eclectic mix. And, I like gravestones. They can be cool.
Yeah. All right, you're going to do something for me.
What?
You're going to pull out your phone.
Yeah?
You're going to look up Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant?
We're going to find out where Elizabeth McLean is.
Okay.
Because I could do what I've done every time when I come here and just randomly try to figure out where she is. But I feel like this way is smarter.
Yeah.
Because that way I know exactly where we're going.
Excellent.
Rather than just vague ideas.
Yeah. And doing that and looking west, you see Young Street. The Sinclair, the subway comes out along that tunnel. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to tap your phone. My apologies.
That's okay.
But, yeah. Okay. So McLean, M-A-C?
MC.
MC. L-E-A-N?
Yep.
Okay.
I do know she is this way. But last time the snow was still covering everything. And I'm not sure if the snow will still be covering everything. But I feel like this time we have more of a chance of seeing it. I feel like that's important.
Okay, so M-C-L-E-A-N, Elizabeth.
Yes.
I am looking on their website.
Which you can do whenever you visit a cemetery in the modern day. You can find out exactly where your relatives or loved ones are buried.
Year of burial?
Yes.
When was it?
2020.
Okay, I have it. Plot 7, Section 17.
717.
Okay.
Section 17?
Okay, Plot 7, Section 17, Lot 6.
6, okay. 6 or 7, one of those two.
Yeah.
We'll find it.
We will.
Probably shouldn't have announced that, now that I think about it. But that's fine.
Sorry.
What are people gonna do? Come and pay her a visit? She is lovely. She would hate that, actually. Actually, no, she would love that. She always loved when people came and visited her.
97 years old. It's not very...
I assumed the tap was just Katie wanting attention. Katie's been behaving very well today. 6, 7, oh no. I guess we were asking for that one.
Which one?
Hello, Marcus. Good to see you today.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting.
Right?
Kenny, why has God picked all of his beautiful flowers first? Love, Gregory.
Oh.
Oh
so
dear.
A fun fact about this area is that my relatives were the arborists here. So a lot of the trees here were actually planted by him. And my father and my uncle used to be here every summer as part of their...
Who did?
My father and my uncle.
Oh.
So they used to actually work in the cemetery.
Oh, wow. Oh,
every
that's
summer
right.
for their summer job. I was just saying how it was either my great uncle or someone in my family was actually the arborist here, and actually was responsible for choosing many, many of the trees.
I remember you mentioning that. Oh, wow. Edward Greenspan, prominent Toronto lawyer. And yeah, the squirrels are out. The mud.
Which is good. The mud is also here.
Yes, I'd forgotten about that when I went to take a look at that. Like,
yeah, we will have to contend with that when we...
Yeah. But, yeah, so like there is a vast and eclectic mixture of styles and ages, different kinds of monuments. I like it. Yeah.
It's very peaceful.
It
which
is.
is always nice.
It's peaceful. It's I can definitely see, you know, like I've always seen it as kind of a park space. I'm not sure cemeteries ever scared me.
Fair.
I mean, did they? You?
Oh, not really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from being super Christian, meaning like you don't really look at cemeteries as anything,
Ah,
to being kind of what I am now, who doesn't really particularly see cemeteries as anything.
yeah. Okay.
So plot J.
Plot J,
I think we need to go this way more.
yeah, I'm just gonna go down. Yeah, I think we're on the right path.
Yeah.
But
I think it's that one up there, but we'll know for sure once we get there.
yeah, no, we will have to turn left.
At least it's been maybe a week or so since I've been here, and pretty much all of the ground has been exposed.
Yeah. It's definitely Hunter, Coburn.
Let's see something.
I think we go this way.
Yes, I think you are correct.
I have a map. They have a map on the website. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite connect to the search function, but you know.
That's a huge cemetery.
It
well,
is
it
a huge-
takes up two TOURonno blocks, at least.
Oh yeah, no, like, well, it goes, yeah, so mapped onto the level of, at Bloor Street, if we're measuring from the stations, it would go from Bloor Young all the way east, I think, definitely Sherborne, maybe even Castle Frank.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it is, we are in a very big space. But,
And
yeah,
it is a beautiful event. It is a beautiful space as
I
well.
love it. Yeah, and of course we're coming to the showy tombs, mausoleum, one might say.
Yes, I will say they also have this is only one layer. All of that down there, that's all also cemetery.
Oh yeah, like this is a huge space.
It's huge space.
This is, I'm guessing, would you say this is one of the high-end areas of the cemetery?
Oh, for sure.
I'd say definitely.
For
yeah.
sure.
Like
I don't know what
JH.
my family's doing here.
Wow.
It's,
But yeah, I mean, I love that little open-air shrine, the towers beyond.
right? It is rather picturesque and beautiful.
It is. A bit overcast, but that's fine.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of more, it's more interesting with a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Robertson. And it is interesting to look, well,
So if I'm not mistaken, I think this might actually be it here.
okay.
What does it say there?
I'm loading.
Well, this doesn't quite look right.
Okay.
Plot 2, plot 5.
Oh. Oh yes, the Eaton.
Oh, the Eaton.
The Eatons, so the Eaton family, retail fame.
Well, I hear the siren call. This is perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You're a good kitty. There you go. Boop.
boop,
For luck.
for luck.
We got to pay our respects. All right, plot 3.
Yes, I think we'd like just circle around and then we'll come to
Fair.
the sequence.
And then, of course, our squirrels.
Well, it's
Squirrels everywhere,
they're all looking for the nuts.
as we do.
Do not stand between them and the nuts.
If you do, they go nuts. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
So good for a second, and then immediately saw that we weren't the people they thought they were.
Well, I mean, we didn't give him a chance to sign immediate release.
It's true. It's true. We want to respect the chipmunks' opinions.
Oh, yeah. They're cute but cunning. Little furry ninjas.
Yes. So do we go back this way?
Okay,
Because these are the gates.
I think we might go that way. Oh, is that the Weston? Great. A Weston family.
Oh, what? Let's see.
Okay, just orienting myself. Actually, yeah. So this is a mausoleum.
7.
6 is just around the corner.
Perfect. So we'll do that, and then we'll head out and go down through Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, we can just keep going east, and that'll take us to
Yeah,
Mount Pleasant
exactly.
Road.
Perfect.
I like your thinking. So, I think. Sorry.
Wait, not this way?
This way. So, yeah. So the mausoleum is here, and then around that 6, and then 7
On this side?
on this side.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah. Birds are singing.
Birds are singing. Actually, they stopped singing. Should we be concerned? Oh no, there's a couple more. They came back.
Excellent. But yeah. So.
I mean, that's gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Like clearly.
Hope you left breadcrumbs so you can find your way out. Oh, we'll be fine.
We'll exit eventually, right?
Maybe. I mean, if we die, we don't have to go far.
Find someplace to burrow. Now that trunk looks suitably dramatic, I think.
Right?
But yeah. Have you ever been inside the mausoleum? Have you been inside the mausoleum before?
I never have.
I've been a couple. It's nice, you know. Like very protected, very interior. But yeah.
We're back up to N.
Yeah, so 6 is on this side,
Okay.
and 7 will be upcoming.
Okay. Once I see it, I'm pretty sure I'll recognize it.
Oh yeah,
Theoretically. Wow, it got like really dark really quickly.
it did.
I don't even need my glasses on right now.
Oh no. Yeah. So yeah.
Yes, tis a very large cemetery.
Indeed, and well, city planners. This was actually intended to be the successor to the necropolis in Cabbagetown,
Which
a
makes sense.
non-denominational cemetery. And
Looks like 7 is that
7
way.
is here,
Okay.
like this little island. Yeah, that's W. This is 7.
Perfect.
So
If this
non-denominational.
is 7, that means she would be on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks correct.
So section 17. Unfortunately, my map doesn't.
Yeah, I think I'm good from here. I think I can figure it out.
Okay. Huh.
Let's see. So I remember that one, meaning they would be right over here, theoretically.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Plot 7.
Oh, squish, squish.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. All right. Smith, Boomer, Goulding. So, the good news is we're here. The bad news is, well, a little anticlimactic. But here's at least a couple of them.
McLean.
Here it is. So this is my grandmother, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Oh.
Let's see.
Ah.
Oh, there she is. I should come by with like something to actually clean it up a little bit with.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. Hey, Gaggy. Hope you're well, considering. She was a very scared woman. Is kind of how I would describe her.
Okay.
Lovely, super sweet, but just terrified of everything. That's the thing I remember about her most.
Oh.
That she was always just like terrified of birds.
Mm-hmm.
Just never let anything, you know.
Oh.
Just you would tell her you were doing something, she'd be like, "Oh, be careful." It's just like, "Oh, Gaggy. It's okay, it's fine." I think that might just be like an East Coast mom thing.
East Coast parent thing, I'd say.
Yeah.
More broadly.
Yeah. But just like, she was very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say when she passed, me and my sister were both in happy marriages. Whoops.
Okay.
Oh, no. She was a lovely woman.
Yes. Well, I'm glad.
Very godly.
Very good. I'm glad we got to see her.
Yeah.
And a McNeil, so she is a Montgomery relation
Yes.
of some kind.
Yes.
Lovely.
Hello, Gabriella. I'm glad we got to stop by at least.
So am I.
Whenever I stop by, I always have to message my parents after and be like, or my dad and be like, "Saw Gaggy today. Here's the video," because I know you don't watch them otherwise.
Yeah. But yeah.
But do you know anything about the Gouldings? The Toronto Gouldings?
Tell me about the Toronto Gouldings.
I don't know much.
Okay.
Apparently we were renowned hatters.
Ah.
So
Hatters.
apparently one of my relatives was on the Titanic, bringing back samples from England. I don't know the exact story. My dad should actually come online sometime and should tell us what was going on.
Was he a survivor?
Hmm?
Was he a survivor?
Yes.
Good, good. But yes, and oh, hello, Marcus. Good to see you. But yeah.
You know, that's kind of rare here.
A brown.
A brown squirrel in Toronto.
Oh.
That's crazy.
My.
Thank you for joining us through our walk through Mount Pleasant. It was quite Mount Pleasant.
Yes.
Squirrels, so many squirrels. It's like the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds, only with squirrels.
Mm. Okay.
I feel like we could actually I'm sure there are some really, really interesting people who are buried here.
Oh yeah. Well, I
But-
think.
I mean, technically everyone who is buried here was interesting in their own way.
Of course. But no, I think that a dedicated Mount Pleasant tour would be a great idea because there's a lot of. Yeah, we have walked past my favorite grave in the valley down there, so I will need to show people because it's a lovely grave.
Is it the one that's coming up?
Unfortunately, no.
Ah.
It's in the valley back there. We passed it, but
Oh, shoot.
I will.
Next time.
Yeah, next time, and I will make sure to locate it so I know exactly where. Pin it on a Google map or something. But yeah, and here we are coming to Mount Pleasant Road, which takes its name from
How
the
nice
cemetery.
it is.
Oh, it was actually Toronto's first expressway.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it was intended as part of the whole device. Oh, look at that poised. Oh, wow.
Hey, buddy.
We don't want your nuts. It's okay.
You're good.
You don't need to
You're
go
good, friend.
ninja. We're good. But, yeah, well, part of the early 20th century suburban boom in the area needed to have better transit. And that meant better roads. So Mount Pleasant Cemetery was built in stages over really the first half of the 20th century. Although initially it extended just north from St. Clair. Then it was only after the Second World War
I mean,
that
we got to do this one.
We do.
I'm just like, that's just such a
a
bomb memorial.
I'm not doing the horse.
Stavro.
True. No.
Sally Satie. We got the boops. Is it supposed to be Alexander the Great?
Well, definitely Hellenic.
Because I saw like on one of them they have what looked like a Spartan helmet. Another one had a Trojan helmet. So I'm just like, I'm wondering what exactly the story is there.
Yeah. Steve at Hannah's. But yeah.
And Mount Pleasant actually continues all the way over on the other side. So.
Yeah, it goes all the way over to Bayview.
Yes. But it only makes sense that we walk down Mount Pleasant.
Yeah. But
although I will say there is a telecom dead zone on the other side.
oh dear.
So at some point we might have to hook over to Yonge and then continue down from there.
Okay.
Along the path we came.
Yeah. But yeah.
Stavro owned Nob Hill Farms, I believe.
Okay.
Is that the one that's just north of Toronto?
I think so.
Okay. That tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
The National Ballet of Canada presents Pinocchio, perfect for March break. As Timothy Chalamet would say, who cares about ballet and opera? Well, I suspect that a lot of people, I suspect that this is probably going to be like the busiest opera and ballet season in like decades.
Yeah, I mean, like that, I don't understand why he said that. That was such like he did not need to say that.
Yeah. I'm just like, first off, you're promoting a movie that's about ping pong, apparently?
I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie, but I mean...
Oh, apparently Nob Hill Farms was a grocery chain.
Oh. Yes,
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah. So this segment opened up starting in 1916, starting at St. Clair, going almost to Lawrence. Took over a few other smaller streets, realignments. And then after the Second World War, then it was extended down to connect to Jarvis to give the east end of the downtown more direct access to the highway networks.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And of course, there was controversy, people not wanting the investment. This particular bypass going through the cemetery, the city ended up paying the modern equivalent of, I think, $2 million to the cemetery owners. But...
Well, I imagine they must have had to exhume some things and move some things around.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, hopefully.
Let us hope.
Otherwise...
But yeah, coming on to Moore Avenue.
Or less.
More or less.
Yeah.
Well,
hello, Lumia. Welcome, welcome.
Well, we're approximately there.
Yes.
But I tried.
I liked it. I thought it was very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. So we think of going down to St. Clair?
Yeah, we can go down to St. Clair and go across. That would make sense.
Good. That actually fits. Yeah, so this is all an early 20th century Toronto neighborhood, how it was built in the style of the time.
Yes.
So there's been some retrofitting.
As was the style of the time.
As was the style of the time. As is custom.
But it's funny, just like even along this walk, we've been walking for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And just the sheer diversity of like building and architectural styles that's all together in one city.
Oh,
yet
yeah.
is somehow still moderately clear and connected and coherent.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, this part of Midtown Toronto definitely has a distinctive character that it has kept despite often quite a lot of development along the Yonge Street component.
Yeah. Welcome, Randy, to the chat as well.
Just wanted to check in, you know, I mean, I have YouTube open, so I'm also monitoring. But yeah. And it's a great day for walking.
It is a great day for walking. It's gotten a little cloudier in the last couple hours.
Yeah.
I mean by that, like maybe last half hour or so, but like certainly still nice. Yeah. Weather itself, gorgeous.
Yeah, I should have worn shorts, although don't worry, I saved sandals for April.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Even today, I'm just like, it's actually getting to the point now where I'm just like, I'm almost glad I didn't wear shorts.
Yes, I'm more...
Oh wait, you know what?
What?
I'm surprised I haven't made you a mod yet.
Oh.
It's like, you should probably have that access.
Oh, I should.
Considering you are the one that I am walking with.
Yeah, so here we are on Heath Street East. So that goes over to Yonge and continues over in the form of Heath Street West over to Avenue Road, which is a very notable high-rise condo area. Also the area of Upper Canada College, the private school of choice for the wealthy of Toronto for well over a century.
Okay.
And yeah, so 4 lanes. This is Toronto's first expressway attempt.
Fair. The funny thing about seeing this express lane is that the houses are pretty much right up against the side of the street.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm just like, that can't be good for, like, these houses must be super noisy.
Oh yeah,
Deb's Crazy Daily. Hello, Debs. Heath extends to Bathurst Street. Fair.
Yep, okay.
Looks like a lot of rain and colder temperatures on the way. The important thing is we're out right now, so we do not have to worry about that.
We do not. So I'm going to suggest we go west, but first I just want to make a little brief excursion to that parkette.
Yeah, why don't we just go to you want to go...
Like, just briefly over to see the parkette. There's something I want to show people. And then we can head over to Yonge.
It's not the biggest parkette.
Oh.
Is it the statue?
It's a statue.
Okay.
And that bus is the 74 Mount Pleasant bus. St. Clair up to Eglinton, I believe. But
I'm gonna tempt you with something.
Okay.
Let's save the statue for our St. Clair walk.
Agreed.
But you can get a preview on this side.
Oh yeah. It's a lovely statue with a lovely story. Luring wild parquette. 2 notable Canadian sculptors.
Interesting.
Both women. Unfortunately, they never married, but at least they had each other. Not nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh, were they roommates? Famous friends?
Best of friends.
Best of friends.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Well, see, now I'm excited to come and actually explore that park next time.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and here we are in St. Clair, and question.
Yes.
Do you know where St. Clair got its name from?
I'm guessing a saint?
No. It is...
I'm guessing from Claire? Was it my friend Claire? She is a saint.
But is she a time traveler?
I mean, maybe.
No.
I would not put it past her.
Okay, well. It was actually named after a fictional character. Do you know the classic anti-slavery book, Uncle Tom's Cabin?
Yes.
Okay, it was a big anti-slavery book of the 1850s. Went viral. It inspired. It was a huge success, huge book. Also in theater. And anyway, in the late 1850s, two kids living on what had been called the Third Concession Road, north of the city of Toronto, they became super fans. They picked their middle names from characters, and they actually, reputedly as a joke, put up a sign on the corner of the Third Concession Road calling this St. Clair Avenue, after a character in the novel, Augustin St. Clair. He was a slave owner but felt bad about it and then died before. So he was like a tragic slave owner, but they named it after St. Clair. And one thing led to another, and by the 1870s, St. Clair was taken as the name. And the funny thing, in the 1910s, over at Dufferin and or the area of Dufferin and St. Clair, they built the St. Clair Church, named after St. Clair, a female follower of St. Francis of Assisi, who founded the Poor Clare Order of Nuns. So they picked a name that went with the street. But yeah, and that's the story why the Third Concession Road became St. Clair Avenue.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What did the other concession roads become?
Well,
or are they still concession roads?
Well, I mean, no more. But Lawrence, for instance, was the fifth concession road, for instance.
Yes.
So they were like rural highways running east-west. I believe Finch was also a concession road.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah.
So would Bloor have been first concession road?
I believe so. But yeah, like just roads built by public investment intended to make the otherwise impossibly unreachable areas accessible.
It's possible to cross after this car, do you think? Yes.
I've got my OHIP card. Oh, and we'd just like to point out that lovely 1960s Inglewood apartment. Oh, look at that staircase.
Right? I love seeing the homes and buildings in the older neighborhoods. It's definitely something that doesn't get viewed as much.
Yeah.
And just like the areas are actually quite nicely done.
Yeah. Like this was like the early 20th century suburban push when they had money and style. And did do a lot of investment. Sometimes it didn't work as planned. The North Toronto rail station never really fulfilled its promise.
It's true.
But
if we were to go down Inglewood, would that eventually take us over to like across the Don and then down into Rosedale area?
I believe so. Let me.
Interesting.
Did you?
I'm
want
not
to
saying
do
we
that?
should today,
Okay.
because Rosedale has proven to be my nemesis. Where every time I go into Rosedale unprepared, I will get lost. And when I go into Rosedale prepared, I still get lost.
Okay.
It's the one part of Toronto that I'm always just like, I swear I know my way through here. And every time it trips me up. Well,
the rich people made their neighborhood for privacy's sake.
It's true. This is why I hate rich people. I mean, it's not the only reason, let's be fair. Inglewood, watch out for inflatable Santas. I still cannot find that video at all. I spent a good 4 hours trying to find that video and could not find that video.
I think the back that way. I think the Santas are back that way.
Yes.
I have seen them. I have photos somewhere.
I just can't remember which day I was out and about, and I actually stumbled across it, and I was just like, what the hell is this?
Oh, yeah. Well, what we're doing right now, we're walking on the St. Clair Viaduct, also known as the Vale of Avoca Bridge, because we are over a ravine, the Yellow Creek. It's partly channelized, but it's still, there's some very cool graffiti on the underside. But, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you have the ravine down there.
Yep. Yeah, so broadly speaking, as a rule, in the 19th century, Toronto filled in its ravines. In the 20th century, it actually protected them, and they form a key component of the Toronto park system, the Toronto natural environment.
Looks like the pathing goes right down into it.
Oh yeah, no,
nice.
I've done it. It's in winter. It's a great path. Frankly, right now it's probably too muddy. I think I might want to wait until it dries and doesn't become quite.
I see you have your intelligent friend with you again. Very well read. B-Banger says hello.
Hello.
We got teased with sun and warmth yesterday. It was really sunny and warm, like not even an hour ago. Now it's a little cloudy, but still quite warm. Still quite nice.
Oh yeah, by early March standards.
Yeah. The ravines in Toronto are beautiful and surprisingly thickly forested.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I mean, they've been protected. And frankly, without them, I'm sure the natural environment would be much worse than it is. There are still problems, but at least there are these preserves.
Yes.
Yeah, and here we are, Avoca Avenue, named after the valley. You can see down there is David Balfour Park, where we exited from. And
should we go down this way then?
Well, how about you keep on walking on St. Clair?
Sure.
Oh, right, 3:37. So kids are getting out of school.
Ah, yes. And also, that tree has a towel in it.
I wonder what the story is.
I really hope, like, jilted ex-lover throughout all of her cheating boyfriend's material possessions, and that's the one thing that landed in the tree.
A waiting to exhale scenario.
Yes. Actually, I've never seen that movie.
I only know Angela Bassett set a car on fire.
I mean, good for you, Angela.
I saw the music video.
I also saw that. That was Shoot, right?
Shoot, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and finally, we're coming up to Farm Boy.
Yes.
The replacement in the GTA. It's the GTA's replacement for Sobeys, I believe. They've got good stuff. A bit pricey, but what isn't?
Wait, is Farm Boy run by Sobeys?
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Originally an Eastern Ontario chain, but then they've bought it and they've integrated it into their network.
Well, to be fair, it's probably better here than... Sobeys had a bad reputation for being, like, expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
So now Farm Boy is known for being expensive, but technically with a reason.
Indeed. But yeah. And we are... Actually, I'm going to suggest... Yeah, so there's a wine rack. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to suggest we just dip deep briefly.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
This is my ex's building.
Okay.
Yes.
Say no more. So up on the right, you see the Whittington Tower. It's the center place of the Western Centre, the Loblaws corporate headquarters.
Okay.
The chain has issues, but I really like that building. It's a lovely, I believe it's hexagonal?
Yeah, it looks like it might be octagonal, because it looks like it might be 8.
Well, regardless, it's a lovely complex geometric shape, and I love it. And then coming up here to the left is a Canadian government headquarters, which I find really disappointing. I mean, there's nothing there. There's just
it's pretty plain.
A plain facade, no texture. Maybe they're trying to evoke a river with the glass panels, but I don't get it.
Yeah, the glass panels kind of cascade down it a little bit. That's kind of interesting, but I don't quite understand what's going on there.
Yeah.
Lacking.
Oh, probably worth noting, you see the blue and yellow sign, that's Free Ukraine Street. The Russian consulate is in that building.
Huh.
So.
Fair enough.
An established protocol of diplomatic trolling. But yeah, I mean, I really like this tower. It's cool design.
A little public library over here.
Indeed.
That interesting relief on top.
Oh yeah. two
But the tower itself is really nice.
Yeah.
Especially interesting with the bottom one being actually suspended.
Oh yeah. They clearly did invest in making this look good.
Yeah. So that's where all of the money goes.
Yes, well,
Not enough of the money, but you know.
true.
They need more money. That's why they charge so much.
It is a struggle. Oh, and also,
All right, so we're coming over here. There's back to Deer Park, of course. Right up there. Randy,
all right.
you're right by the music without talking.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, and we're passing by St. Clair Station, which is fairly unprepossessing. Comes close enough.
It's close enough. I would say it counts.
Yeah, and like it
In
does.
some way, shape, or form, it counts.
It can, yeah. You don't have to leave the fare zone, so.
Yes. Fitzrovia. Mm-hmm. What's Fitzrovia?
Real estate,
well
condo
then.
towers, apartment towers.
Ah, jerks. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
This is an interesting part of Toronto. It really is.
it is. It has, like, it's often overlooked, but I think it's Yonge and St. Clair is a prototype for Yonge and Eglinton. Like
I
a
agree, I
high-rise
agree.
neighborhood built in an old like they've got, Eglinton had the Eglinton Crosstown, St. Clair had the St. Clair streetcar project. It's definitely north of the
It's-
downtown.
Yeah, it's parallels.
Yeah. It prefigured.
Yes. They started at one and it gradually moved and grew into the other, which is always nice.
Indeed.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. And so there we can see Book City more clearly.
Yes, Book City is much more clear on this side.
Yeah, it's a great independent book chain. They've got 4 locations. The one here, the one on the Danforth, one out by Runnymede, and I think another one.
Okay.
Support indie.
Always support indie bookstores.
Oh yeah.
I do love how like bookstores in the past 2 years have seen like a boom again. And it seems like they're one of the few businesses. Well, now that people are kind of rejecting digital media, everything, and that everything is just becoming about rentals and streaming, a lot of people are actually like doing a strong, coordinated push back to physical media.
Oh yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
like to see that.
owning things is nice.
Owning things can be nice.
Yeah, oh,
And I'm just like, the whole argument is just like, if renting isn't owning, then piracy isn't theft.
yeah. The economics of creative work are
Book
seriously
City and the beaches.
Beaches,
The
that's it.
Books are best. Books are best.
They are.
If you like books, I've written a few.
He
Actually,
has-
if you want a bunch of them. Okay, one thing I'm doing for my fundraiser is for $50, you can get every book I've ever written,
Okay.
as well as all my glitter bombs and all the things. And then
Lovely.
all of my monologue collections. So
Ah,
I was like, for $50, you also sponsor a walk day. You also get a copy of the shit when it comes out.
okay.
Yeah, it should be good.
There were things, I like it. Now, I also like these 2 buildings here. They feel definitely, I want to say almost Parisian, you know, that high-end.
I was going to say, like, very Venetian almost, maybe?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, just like these are like expensive apartments where rich people live, and it's cool. Oh, that's interesting. A consignment shop. If you're interested in antiquing in the area.
Ah. Is antiquing still a thing people do?
I think so.
Must be. It must be.
You know, there was a cluster of shops in the west end of Parkdale that has disappeared, but there must be other places. Yeah. Like these are interesting balconies, although a bit shallow.
A bit shallow. More
Bit
like
shallow.
Juliet styles.
Yeah. Oh. And just,
Of course, coming up by Cineplex.
yes.
Shake your fist and grr.
Oh dear.
Eh,
I actually just want to. Yes, right over here. There's a monument I want to briefly show.
I'd like to. It's just
No?
no.
Okay. Sorry. But
Same
yeah.
reason as before.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Passing by the former location of Chum Radio.
Okay.
So. Yeah, and now we're going down a hill.
Yes. I will say, going downhill is always easier,
Oh yeah.
and you can even see the CN Tower from here.
It's a really good view.
It is a cool view. Certainly not one that people would get to see very.
Oh no.
Wait, Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out on May 1st.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be curious. I was kind of like wondering, like, did that movie need a sequel? But
That's kind of what I'm wondering too. I'm just like, is this?
well, I mean, like,
Would all 4 of these people have had contact in the past 20 some years? Who knows?
who knows? I mean, I guess you can justify it. And I mean, like, like giving Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway money is never a bad thing.
No. And Emily Blunt getting her flowers, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, just that Meryl Streep monologue about purple. That's
Oh, the
iconic.
cerulean?
Cerulean, yes.
Yes.
Yes, cerulean.
It's a neat view. It really is.
Oh yeah.
It's got a beautiful vibe to it.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like the small town that's just being overlooked by the big city.
Yeah, and Toronto actually has a lot of those. The beaches, definitely.
Yep.
The junction feels, frankly, kind of like Kitchener to me.
I can definitely see that. That should be.
Not ex-urban, not suburban, just another community that got assimilated into the megacity.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. And now that's the name of a restaurant that always, Popular Chinese Diner.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it knows what it is.
It's descriptive.
It's very evocative of a very specific thing.
Yeah.
That being a popular Chinese diner.
Oh, hey.
That woman had a Meryl Streep Prada vibe. I know exactly who you're talking about, and I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
You saw her too, right?
I did. in
Yeah, she
passing.
was fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can only aspire to that. Although I am wearing bright colors, so.
Yes.
In training, I don't know.
This is like one of the few days I'm not wearing super bright colors the whole time.
Oh, Domino's, of course, Domino's. It's,
Do we pass the Domino's?
Yep,
Of course.
good for date night.
For the night you don't want to do anything, Domino's. Unless you like being on the bathroom for hours at a time.
And it's not a cry for help in the way Pizza Pizza is, I suppose.
Yeah, when people go there, I'm just like, what do we need? What do you need?
It's like, oh God, who
Baby
hurt?
love, God, no.
It's like, who hurt you? It's okay
Who
to
hurt
cry.
you?
It's okay to cry. Let it go. You've got the app. Oh my God.
And it's like, here's the thing. Pizza tastes like gluten-free pizza,
Mm.
but it's not.
Yeah.
I've had gluten-free pizza that's better than pizza.
Well, Pizza, I think of it as like when you're at church in Wells, when you're getting out of the club and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you just need something.
Yeah. That's a good tagline for it. Pizza, when you're dying.
Pizza, it fills the void.
The very name Pizza just kind of evokes a question. It's just like, is it pizza? It's pizza.
You know. Now that said, that Silk and Snow location used to house a Mastermind Toys location.
Oh yeah, that's right, didn't it?
Yeah. Which
That's a cute little store.
yeah. I like that chain. I like toys.
Here's the thing. There's a certain magic about being an adult and realizing it's just like, I can go to the toy store and get things for myself. I don't, because I don't actually want or need anything, but I could.
Well, like, I will make an admission to our readers. I do still buy and assemble Lego minifigure kits. You know, like a Dollarama or what. I got a whole like Australian Asian line at the Bay when it was closing.
Randy?
It's just fun.
No one is surprised.
I didn't think so.
No. Remember that whole trains question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
This is why we're friends now.
I think so. So
Actually, statistically, you become friends with someone after you've spent 100 hours with them. Not including our time together at Out on the Street, which I kind of just consider gravy at this point.
yeah.
If we were to consider all of the time we spent together on this, it's probably been at least 25 to 30.
I'd say
Yeah.
that's my ballpark.
That puts you like
estimate.
very solidly in like the friend zone.
Yeah.
And then after, on top of all that, you've like come to a couple parties, we've hung out outside. So yeah, I would
Things
say
have
you're like
happened.
easily in the friend zone.
Yeah. Things have happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocolate pizza. How about a Dairy Queen pizza? A Dairy Queen pizza. That's an interesting concept.
I would be curious.
Like a
about,
blizzard? Like a blizzard done up like a marble cream slab or a cream slab. Marble slab? What was it called?
Yeah.
Marble slab creamery pizza.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Would be, and you know, I mean, there is something to be said for dessert pizza because why not?
Apparently Domino's sells a chocolate pizza? 100 hours, who has time for that? Well, it sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
Before long, you realize you've been doing this for half a year.
Just go to practice. Yeah.
My money's on you.
Well. Yeah.
It's interesting how different this road appears just from the other side of the street.
Oh yeah. Definitely more low rise.
Definitely more low rise. But here's the thing. Some of you have spent over 100 hours with me. That means that you're technically my friends. Or at the very least, what is that called? Not a one-sided friendship, but
Parasocial?
like is that what it's called? Parasocial? It's
Well,
like the people who tune in and like
Yeah, I think.
even if you tuned in from my boops, at this point that's got to be at least an hour.
Yeah. I mean, are there fans who've made a supercut? I don't know.
Definitely not.
Maybe they didn't tell you.
I mean, if any of you are doing that, please stop. That is, I am not. Just no. Don't. That's not worth it. Would I laugh hysterically if someone did that? Yes. But by no means would I expect anyone to do that ever.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like someone is going to be hiding a supercut from me now?
If something pops up in my feed, I'll let you know.
I would be like, people are amazing, but what did you do?
Stalkers? Well.
Stalkers. It's more of like walk and talkers.
Yeah.
Let's just cross.
Let's do it.
Like watching The Tonight Show regularly. Yeah, everyone loves Stephen Colbert.
Yeah. Oh, Stephen Colbert.
Someone put me on the same level as Stephen Colbert. I'll take it.
Hey, it works. Oh, and as we're at Yonge and Rowanwood, probably should mention we're passing one of the few Midtown Toronto, well, one of the few gas stations on Yonge Street.
Oh,
I mean,
that is kind of interesting to think about, isn't it?
yeah, I'm endangered species, you know.
All right, where's the other one?
I think it would have to be further out. I don't think there's any, maybe, the Canadian Tire.
Oh, okay.
Like, they've got the gas terminals, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we can cross.
But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Stephen. The first time I saw that, I thought it was watching the regular show tonight. And it's like, that's a different vibe, but at the same time, equally pleasant.
Oh, yeah. Boo Artisanal Bakery. That's like a nice mixture of shops on the other side, like older dry cleaners, newer high-end shops.
Really is an amalgamation of a bunch of different things, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And of course, the crane towering over everything.
Yes. National Toronto bird.
Yep.
Oh, is it raining? Or starting to? No?
But yeah, that was a fun Starbucks in a former. Oh, right. Remember to have to go eat my College Park Taco Bell. Get my iron up. I don't know.
Across the street is Rebel House. Lovely little bar.
Mm-hmm. 52 viewers.
Yep. A bit slower than normal today, but also that's fine. It's a Tuesday afternoon.
And
we're just happy to have people joining us.
And I frankly think that if there are Toronto viewers, a lot of them are also out enjoying the day.
I mean, that's fair. It is a gorgeous day for this kind of thing. If you're not from Toronto, let us know where you are, because that's always nice.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you aren't from Toronto either, if you are coming to the city, why not join us for a customized walking tour? You can find links to my services below via VIATOR and TRIPADVISor. I do customized walking tours tailored to your interests, so if you or someone you know is coming to the city, why not give them a unique experience? In addition to that, if you're enjoying yourself, please consider liking and subscribing. Liking encourages you to recommend to other people, and subscribing is essentially something we do every day, and it will inform you when you can come back and join us again. This is Randy. He is the Scene Toronto.
Hello.
He will shortly be doing tours of his own, so I encourage you all to check those out, and I will let you know as soon as they become available. And just that, we're going to keep walking for a little bit, and we hope you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah. So I did feel a raindrop on my nose.
Yeah, it feels like it's starting a little bit, which I'm just like, no.
I should mention that I do have your umbrella with me.
Oh, interesting. Of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah. Yeah, so
funny enough, I don't.
Oh. Well, no, I mean, you haven't. I like walking in the rain.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's nice. Yeah, so passing by Crescent Road and Rosedale Station.
Yes.
Ramsden Park to the west.
You were looking very springy, loving the hair. Thank you.
Oh. Raindrops keep... Oh. Can I sing that?
Yes.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
You guys are the best. I joined your page. Well, thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
We hope you can come back and join us every day. I will say tomorrow I have a walk planned in the afternoon with Kyle Walker 6. And then after that, I will be doing a walk in the evening with Eurovision Sean.
Oh.
On Thursday, I'll be doing a walk with the Ken Continuum. Friday is open right now. So I have someone tentatively planned for Friday, a part of the pup community. They wanted to come and talk a little bit about Vernal Equinox, which is coming up.
Oh.
And also they just moved to the city, so I'm going to show them around the city as we can. And then from there, on Saturday, I will be walking with Dottie Dangerfield. Sunday, Hunter will be joining me, and we're planning to either go to the island or we're going to go around St. Jamestown and judge people's balconies, because sometimes it's fun to be catty.
And they have a lot of interesting balconies.
They have a lot of interesting
It's yeah. So Vernal Equinox is coming up.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know much about it or anything. I don't even know if they're involved at all, but we'll see. I might even actually be confusing it with someone else, so we'll know for sure when that happens.
Oh, it's popular, and I know that they have had fairly big events like in the Weston Harbor Castle.
I think it's something like that. I know there's also someone that I was reaching out to who runs the Toronto Sonic the Hedgehog fan club.
Oh,
And I was supposed to, I'm hoping to reach out to them to have them on soon. I am hoping to have, there's a couple other people that I'm trying to get on. So like,
good.
I would like to have Johnny on at some point.
Of course.
But speaking of island, did you hear that Doug Ford wants to build an island to house a huge convention center? It's the stupidest. He needs to just stop doing things in Toronto.
He's not going to
Like,
get elected mayor.
That's kind of it. I'm just like, stop trying to like maneuver around Toronto. Stop trying to curry favor in Toronto. There's an entire province you're supposed to be running. Why do you focus everything here?
Yeah.
The answer is his development friends. But I'm also just like, what a piece of garbage.
Yeah, I'm just frustrated by him.
I want to invite him on a walk sometime and be like, yo, we're going to talk. Because like, what is wrong with you?
His brother was mayor. Maybe his nephew will be mayor or son or
God.
whoever Michael is. But,
If that happens,
well, I mean, it is 2026.
I mean, stop making sense, Randy.
I can't stop myself.
I agree, 100% wasted taxpayer dollars. It just does, like, the whole idea is baffling.
I mean, it's
Because
just...
my other thing is, I'm just like, hey, why would you create another island that will literally be more prone to flooding? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Do a convention center in, like, Barrie or Hamilton, or a place that's easily accessible on the train, that you can get to very easily.
Yeah.
It encourages people to use public forms of transportation.
You know, like spread the wealth. You don't want to have everything in Toronto. At least have it in Hamilton. That's a great idea, actually.
Right?
I mean...
Or even, like, Brampton. Like,
it's bigger than Mississauga now.
yep.
I mean...
My thing is just like, not everything needs to be in Toronto. Why are you, if I was Toronto, I would look at Doug Ford and I'd be like, why are you obsessed with me? What is it you're doing? What is it you're trying to accomplish here?
Please stop sending me pics.
Yeah. Doug Ford at 3 a.m. You up?
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis? Why do I feel like we need to actually like make a comic with that? That's just Toronto being a sexy hot woman and just being hit on relentlessly by Doug Ford.
Yeah, well...
Doug Ford needs to step down in office. He's a druggie. Yep.
Well, I mean, what technically speaking, Doug Ford was never alleged to take drugs. He was alleged to sell drugs.
I mean, that is fair.
So...
He's not a user, he's an entrepreneur. I mean, he can't spell that, but that's okay. Nah, I'm being mean. He might be intelligent.
yeah.
He's proven us that he isn't, but maybe he is. Maybe
Well-
he's like a super genius.
Well, I
He's
mean...
playing 5D chess.
I mean, he could be a super genius who uses his power for bad.
It's true. To be fair, it is 2026,
Yeah.
as we've established.
We've established.
Oh, man. I think we've hit the point in the walk where we're just getting a little loopy.
Well, I mean, just over 2 hours.
Fair.
But, yeah.
Let's say we hook left on Davenport Church and head on down.
I agree. Let's
Are you
do
meeting
it.
Pierre somewhere?
I am not. I will
Fair.
be doing something with him later. Like, happy we had the chance to see him before he went off, and glad you got a chance to meet Plain Tiger 1969.
I was going to say, he's not in the chat today. It's crazy.
He's not in the chat today, yes, but like proof that, no, my boyfriend is not an American ballet dancer who travels a lot, but he's real, 100%. No.
Randy accidentally said Doug Ford.
Oh dear.
I mean, to be fair, if it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
Hello, Poison. Just finished up in the office for today. Hope your stream is going well. It's going well.
Yeah.
We're just kind of on the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Having a good time, making fun of our premier,
Oh yeah.
as he is so deservedly deserves.
Yeah. Like
God, his dirty politics with the last election. Screw that man.
Yeah, and of course I'm deeply frustrated with the opposition. Like, do the Liberals even have a leader?
Wait, do they have a leader?
I don't know.
I
That's
also
like-
don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so This condo, 825 Church Street, is being built on what used to be a parking lot. A deeply endangered species I do not want to protect.
No, they can be eradicated.
They can be eradicated. Like the smallpox virus.
Too much decorum in the cemetery caused loopiness in the ladder.
Yeah. Well,
All right, Stephen, you can have that one. That's fine.
okay.
Hot take, I want the Billy Bishop expansion. Anything that reduces my need to go to Pearson. I mean, you can be wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean...
I feel like the island is such a treasure. And, like, there is enough airport there that putting anything else there will detract from the natural beauty.
Oh, yeah.
And having a place, especially that's, like, safe for... Like, it's a great place for families, and the extra airport will cause harm to that. But especially for, like, queer people, it is...
Well, Hanlon's is key.
Yeah.
And now this is an interesting...
You guys can blame me. It's all my fault for bringing up Mr. Ford.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're fine, Debs. You're fine.
You're fine.
Someone, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Give us any excuse and we go full Toronto. So.
Toronto. Now this is an interesting building.
It is an interesting building. We caught it from the other side before, but
We did. Oh wow, and you can tell that used to be El Gourmet Lebanese restaurant. That used to be a gas station, I'm sure.
Oh, it looks like. I mean, in a way, it still is.
Gas for people.
That was a perfect joke. That was a perfect joke, and I am so proud of that.
I am happy I played my bit. But yeah,
Thank you for that excellent assist.
it's what I do.
You tapped it up, I slammed it down.
Booyah.
Those curved buildings freak me out. I understand that entirely. There's something very unique about them, for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that the expansion was a threat to Hanlon's. That would make me reconsider. Here's the thing. Any excuse to get rid of anything queer or not directly related to making Doug Ford money, he will usually be like, try to find some subtle way to...
Yeah. Like,
He's a manipulator who doesn't understand the wealth of natural beauty and queer joy. And for that, we burn him to the ground.
And Ontario Place and the Science Center.
Ugh, Ontario Place in the side. Like, that's just sad.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The more we come out here and the more we talk about these sorts of things, the more awareness is brought up and the better it gets for everyone involved because we all have a little bit more awareness of the situation and what's at stake.
Entirely.
I have never radicalized anybody, to my knowledge. But maybe I have. I don't know.
Well, we've already established that you might have a stalker super fan with that hour-long boop video, so do you know?
Yeah.
I mean...
Randy,
Yeah?
please stop making the boop video. If you ask me, I think Mr. Ford's position over the last few years has gone to his head. I don't think anyone would argue with you on that one. It's pretty gross.
Well, I think it's... Well, like the thing with a lot of people, they do impressive things and then they don't know how to stop and then it ends up bringing everything down.
Yeah.
Like how Napoleon should have just stopped in 1808 instead of like trying to invade Russia and that. You know,
Yeah.
limits are important. And that is a lovely bird.
Know your limit, play within it.
Milner Parquet. And yeah. And now here we are at Bloor and Church.
Yes. Infamous Bloor Church.
Is it?
I don't know. Probably.
Hmm.
People know what those two streets are, theoretically.
True.
Oh. Happy puppy drugs.
Happy puppy.
The sky's certainly getting threatening.
Oh yeah. We're getting into ominous territory.
Yeah. Will this be an ideal time to go home? Probably.
I think it makes sense.
I'm literally home for like 10 minutes and then I have to go to my rehearsal.
Oh.
Yay. Exactly what I had wanted. That being said, I am excited because my show needs to get off the ground, like pronto. So
like
the weather is edging us. Oh no.
Oh.
Doug Ford reminds me of the father dinosaur from the 1990s dinosaur TV show.
That was an amazing show. I loved it.
Earl, it reminds me of more of like the boss. Because he was like truly, truly something.
Yeah. But no, that.
But here's the thing: I'm happy to invite Doug Ford onto the channel, and I will ask him hard questions, like what is wrong with you?
Can you stop?
Can you stop? What is your ultimate goal? Why do you hate gay people? That's a good one.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
It's okay to cry.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how toxic is your masculinity?
Oh dear.
I'm eyeing those clouds as I walk to the metro.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to find out if, like, do I walk faster at the beginning or the end of my streams?
You know, that data must exist somewhere.
There must be something.
I mean, like, you're tracking, I'm tracking.
Yeah. Well, this has been a beautiful day.
It has been. It's been a lovely day.
I have zero complaints about the weather,
Yeah.
except for the fact that it's going to probably start to rain soon. In which case, I have one complaint about the weather.
But it needs rain, so.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, rain is good. As long as it's not like, you know how they say April showers bring May flowers?
Yeah,
As long as it's not like rain every day from now until August, I will be okay.
that would be
That
good.
summer happened once or twice, and it was not great.
It was not.
Invite Doug Ford, and your channel is sponsored by the pharmaceutical company. Here's the thing. I'll take money from people.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying that that's one of the levels of my fundraiser, but you can absolutely sponsor a walk day by donating $30.
if multinational gave you $100,000,
Yes.
I
Well,
mean,
I did the calculations, and I have to raise like about $5,000 before the end of April.
okay.
So,
Well,
you know, we're fine. We're fine.
it's a timeline.
I have a plan. I have a project. I have people in my court, theoretically.
You do?
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
There'll be more cold days yet. It's a full spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, facts. Sadly, facts.
Full spring.
By the way, have you ever been to Au Noir?
I would love to go to Au Noir.
It is delicious. Oh my God. It is a really cool, for those who don't know, Au Noir is a restaurant and all of the staff there are blind.
Yep.
And you walk in and it's pitch black and you sit down and you order your stuff beforehand and you just have this wonderful experience with the person you're sitting with. And it's wonderful.
It's been there for a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably like over 10 years now.
I should go.
Because like it used to be there used to be a place called Signs as well that used to be on Yonge Street.
Okay.
And what I loved about Signs was that I was their paint night master.
Ah. Excellent.
So whenever they held a paint night, I would go, and that's how I learned like I know about 10 words in sign language now. I've always wanted to learn more, but I've never really forced myself to like go through everything.
Yeah.
But
Well,
March is very unpredictable, but hey, we have an extra hour of daylight, which I love. Yeah, I think we should just follow BC's lead now and just have no more daylight savings ever again.
I would agree. I actually had to think, like Sunday afternoon, I was actually a bit surprised at how wrecked I was.
What?
How wrecked I was by the time, you know, because
Right.
like I lost an hour of sleep and it affected me more than I thought.
Fair. It really does have like, ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. I underestimated it, so I think, yeah.
Maddie loves my British humor. I love everything about you, Sam. Permanent daylight savings time, actually, which is the way to go. Like, that's what we need.
Yep.
Energizer bunnies, you are still at it. Yeah, we're still going, Sandy. We're still going.
Yeah.
We never end until we do, which is in like 5 minutes. But, you know,
Yeah.
you made it before then, and that's the key.
Indeed.
Probably end at Church of Wellesley, I guess.
I think that makes sense, yes. So that's the Church Isabella Cafe. Lovely
I love
coffee
the art.
art.
think the
I
art's
like
really
it.
nice.
It's
KT
And-
soy art.
and it's also a pretty good cafe. Support independent. Well, I mean, I've had good experiences with it.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't love their cold brew,
Fair enough.
but I like the vibe of the space. And this was the place where I used to live. Actually, when I worked it out on the street.
Oh, really?
Yep. When I moved out of my abusive ex-husband's, that was where we lived. Right there at the top floor on this side.
Very nice.
It was good to be by myself. And I was by myself for like maybe 2 weeks there.
Okay,
And then I met you. And then I kind of just lived with Joel from that point on.
that works.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm super lovable.
Excellent. And yes.
I am the problem. And this was Yes Electric Tattoo, in which
Oh.
I did get a tattoo there.
Oh, and it's gone now.
Yes.
I
Well,
missed that.
on the back of my neck, I have more,
Oh,
and I got it after my divorce because I was tired of settling for less.
going for more.
And it's also a part of my joke tattoos, so
Lovely.
it just makes things perfect.
Makes sense.
Because on my one arm I have another, because there's always another project.
I like
And on
it.
my other arm I have tattoo, because I thought it was funny. My friend wrote tattoo on the back of my arm one day. And so ever since then, the next day I went out and got the tattoo, because I'm just like, that's really funny. I thought about it, I was just like, that's really funny. So then I got it done.
There you go. Yeah, and here we are. Church in Gloucester. Coming back.
I'm a little sad Yes Electric moved. Yeah, but the new place on Queen's nice as well.
I agree.
Yeah, we can just go.
No one's coming.
No one's gonna stop us.
On all of our projects.
So now that Out on the Street's moving down to like pretty much right by Alexander,
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, moves into the area, because I guarantee it will not be a queer business.
yeah. I think probably a restaurant that makes most sense. I mean, the other two units here are restaurants or bars, so
Yeah. I mean, boutique is nice.
yeah. I'm glad it managed to relaunch after such a long time and with the old location gone. And the changing shape of the village. I mean, in the 80s, it used to be more on Yonge Street.
Yep.
When I moved here 2 decades ago, there used to be more north of Wellesley.
Is anyone I know in right now?
I think so.
Maybe. I should go kit them. Just for fun. To be like, hello, friends.
Hello.
Bash.
You're on camera.
That's
No.
what friends do.
Ha! But yeah. Lovely mural.
Oh, yes, commemorating World Pride.
Yep.
Turns out people have a lot of pride in the fact that it happened here. All around the world.
Indeed. We are milking it.
Man, that was such a big deal when that happened.
It
But then
was.
it just kind of was like any other pride.
Yeah. We need to. Okay. Dudley's Hardware, neighborhood staple.
Yes. Dudley's is great.
It is. Ooh.
All right. There are so many murals on buildings in Toronto, and some of them are so beautiful. They really
Oh,
are.
yeah.
A lot of them are very nice.
Yeah,
But I feel like this is probably a good place to call it.
I'd agree.
So for friends, thank you for coming and joining us today. This is TOURonno. We've had a great time. It's been good to see you. And hopefully we can see you again. We'll be back tomorrow at 1. I'll be here with Kyle Walker 6. And tomorrow at 6 with World Vision Sean. Randy will be back next week when we explore something.
We could do St.
Something
Clair.
else?
We could do Eglinton. We talked
Yes.
about that. We have
options.
Toronto's a big city.
It
Things
is.
to do.
Well, for those who are joining us for the first time, thank you for coming by. I do invite you to like and subscribe because that helps us a great deal, and we'd love to see you again soon. So, until then, you folks have a wonderful night. Be good to each other. We'll see each other very soon.
Ciao.
Bye.
Okay.
Good show, my friend.